Discouragement. Discouragement is a powerful tool. As a matter of fact, I believe it is the most powerful tool that is used. Why? Well, listen to this. It's been said that if the devil was having a used tool sale, the one tool he would never ever sell you and get rid of, it is the tool of discouragement. Why? Because it works every time. Do you know he has been using this tool since the beginning, since man was created? And do you know he never stopped using it? That tool was so effective back then. And guess what? It is more powerful now than it was back then. It is more powerful now than ever. That tool never, ever stopped working. Again, that is the tool of discouragement. Many people are feeling like they can't go on. They feel alone. And since this pandemic, many have lost their loved ones, their homes, their jobs, their health. And no wonder people are feeling discouragement. You know, and another part of that discouragement that people are having is negative people in their lives. Stop believing all the bad things that people are saying to you, about you, or behind your back. The so-called family, the so-called friends, co-workers, etc. You get the point, right? Discouragement will steal or rob you of your joy. And once you lose your joy, do you know that it's one of the hardest things you could ever get back? It is. I know for a fact that that is true. So I am here to offer you encouragement. If you are a person that needs some encouragement, then this is the channel for you. It is the channel for you. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now. I won't tell you to put up a like. After we finish, if you liked it, then you can. But for right now, this is the channel for you if you are feeling discouragement and you need to be encouraged. So I want to say welcome to Gaining Inspiration. Let's get discouragement out of our lives. Let's be determined to take control. One thing that you can do is you can call a true friend. If you're young, perhaps your friends may not be old enough to give you some good advice, so turn to your parents. If you don't have a parent around to talk to, maybe you can talk to your grandparent or whoever it is that you depend on to care for you. Okay? So let's talk here. If you have friends, as you can look at my picture and see that I'm not no spring chicken, okay? So I consider myself as one of the elderly ones, so I can say this. You can talk to your friends, but I said a true friend because there's a difference between a so-called friend and a true friend, because there are some false ones out here. So you want to talk to people who are not just going to tickle your ear and tell you what you want to hear. You want to talk to someone that's willing to listen. listen to you, and then maybe give you their opinion. They don't have to tell you what to do, but they can hear you out. When you talk out loud, you can hear what you're saying. Then when you speak it in your head and you're talking to yourself, it's a big difference. Because when you talk out loud to someone else, you can hear yourself. Do you agree? And so you want a friend that's not going to just tickle your ear and tell you what you want to hear, but one that's going to be honest with you. That's what you need. You need someone that's going to be honest with you and that's going to react by helping to build you up and not to tear you down. You don't want to go to someone you tell them your concerns or how you're feeling, pouring out your heart to them, and then they say, "You know what? You're a fool. You're stupid." You don't need to hear that, because that's another form of discouragement, because it's negative. It's very negative for someone to call you stupid or dumb. Or, how could you do something that's stupid? Or you're not too bright. I would have never did something like that. But see, you're not them and they're not you. So the subject is about you and what you're going through. So you need someone that's going to be willing to listen and to be honest with you. And that's a start, right? That's one thing you can do. It's not the only thing, but it's one thing that you can do. Okay? So let's go on here. One thing that you need to do, you need to stop and take a moment and smell the roses. I know you used to hear that all the time, right? Stop and smell the roses. It's little things like this that we take for granted. I put this beautiful picture up just for you here. Here's a couple of more. Why don't you reflect on them and take a look at them? What about the sounds that you're hearing? Are they relaxing you? Those background sounds are very important. And what you see is important. Very important. So what you surround yourself with have an effect on you, on your mental, on your psyche. So when it's been said to take a moment and smell the roses, you need to do just that. See, when you look at flowers and you're stopping and you're smelling them and you looking at how beautiful they are, or you're looking at a beautiful scenery, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? So I put that up here on purpose to make you feel better. Everyone seems to be in a big hurry, sometimes just to go nowhere, just rushing and exerting themselves without a real cause. You see cars just flying up and down the street, zooming past you, people in the grocery store bumping past you, and you just see people just always angry or flipping, giving you the bird when they're driving. You're driving the speed limit, and they want you to go 100 miles because they want to go 100 miles in a hurry to get really nowhere. They probably just going up the street, and they about to kill someone. That person needs to sit down, take a moment, and smell the roses. So take a moment and reflect on something that's wonderful about yourself. Maybe you can look in the mirror and maybe It's something about your eyes. Maybe sometimes people say, "Oh, you have some beautiful eyes. They so beautiful." And take a look at yourself. Is it true? I know it's true. You have beautiful eyes, don't you? Probably just gorgeous. But you probably take that for granted. But take a moment and reflect on that. What about your smile? Maybe it's your smile. Maybe people say you have a beautiful, gorgeous smile. Look at those big, beautiful teeth. Oh, you got little cute dimples, you know, and you may take that for granted. But take a look at yourself and smile. Look in the mirror and say, I love myself. I love this about myself. You know what? And when you smile, you ever notice that people will smile right back at you? You got some people that's angry and going through a lot. We're not going to count them. Let's not focus on them right now. But if they listening to this, then they can smile too, right? So a smile is very contagious, and so is laughter. So if you smile sometimes and get rid of that frown, they say a smile ain't nothing, a frown ain't nothing but a smile turned upside down. Did you hear that when you was children? So turn that smile, that frown, or that sad face upside down and you'll have a smile. And I guarantee you, if you keep smiling, people will smile back at you. And that's true. That's very true. Okay. So if you don't want to reflect on yourself, then maybe it's something that you love that brings you pleasure, like music, water. What about the water? The beach, lake, big ocean. What about the beautiful fishes that swims in it? Oh, wow. You know how beautiful they are. What about just getting yourself some goldfishes or something? You know, whatever type of fish you like, and maybe put them in an aquarium and put that in your house and listen to it. The sound of the aquarium, looking at the fishes swim in the water. Those things are very relaxing. And it could be a beautiful sunset. What about walking and holding hands with the person you love? By engaging at a beautiful sunset. And that person that you're holding hands with as you walk through the sunset, it don't have to just be a mate. It could be your child. It may be just your friend. You may just feel like just walking through the park. Oh, boy, what about when the fall comes and the crunchy leaves are on the ground and you're walking in the park or through a trail and you hear those leaves crunching under your feet? I love that sound. Oh, I love it. It makes me feel good to hear it. So whatever it is that brings you joy, what is it that brings you joy? You can put in the comment section below. Tell me what brings you joy. I would love to hear what brings you joy. Whatever it is, keep that thought in your mind for the rest of the day, okay? You take that and you hold on to that. And when negative people or negative things come up, put that beautiful thought right back in your mind. Stop allowing the negativity to control how you feel. Discouragement will become your best friend if you don't. It'd be your BF. And you don't want that. I wouldn't want that. Oh, no, I wouldn't even want that. No, you don't want discouragement to be your BF. Above all, sometimes you say, well, I don't know who I could turn to. Well, I don't know what to do. Or I tried all these things and they're not working for me. Have you ever thought to turn to the Most High? Turn to God and pray. Please don't dismiss prayer. No one understands you or what you're going through more than he do. He sees everything. He knows everything. And there is nothing that he can't do or undo for you. I'm going to get me a little swallow of water here. I had to get me a little drink there. There's nothing that he can't do or undo for you. If you don't believe me, just try it. Pray. And please don't forget to stop and smell the roses. If you like this video and you would like to hear more, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be here every morning for you. Lift up your head, please, and never give up.